You're lying awake at 3 in the morning, your heart racing, your mind spinning through worst case scenarios you can't control. You're convinced something terrible is about to happen, even though logically you know you're safe. You have anxiety. But here's the question nobody asks. Did ancient humans feel this too? Or is anxiety something we invented along with smartphones and student loans? The instinct is to assume anxiety is modern. We blame capitalism, social media, the 24-hour news cycle. We treat it like a disease of civilization, but the evidence suggests something much stranger. Ancient humans might have been drowning in anxiety, and we just called it by different names. Let's start with the basics. Anxiety is your brain's alarm system. It evolved to keep you alive. When you're in genuine danger, anxiety floods your body with adrenaline. Your heart races, your muscles tense. You're ready to fight or flee. This system is ancient. It goes back hundreds of thousands of years. But here's where it gets interesting. Modern anxiety isn't usually triggered by real threats. It's triggered by the possibility of threats, by uncertainty, by your imagination running wild with scenarios that might never happen. Did ancient humans experience that? We have almost no direct evidence. We don't have therapy notes from 40,000 years ago. We don't have their journal entries describing panic attacks, but we have something better. We have their behavior. Archaeological sites tell us that ancient humans gathered in groups. Most anthropologists assume this was purely for survival, protection from predators, help with hunting, shared resources. But think about what else grouping does. It creates social anxiety. It creates hierarchy. It creates the possibility of rejection, of failure, of losing status. These concerns are baked into human neurology. A Stone Age teenager worrying about fitting in with their tribe is probably experiencing something remarkably similar to what you experience worrying about fitting in with your peers. We also know ancient humans were obsessed with ritual and superstition. They buried their dead with objects. They created elaborate ceremonies. They developed belief systems about invisible forces controlling the world. Now, some of this was probably spiritual or cultural, but some of it looks suspiciously like anxiety management. If you can't control whether a hunt will be successful, you create a ritual before the hunt. If you can't control whether someone will die of illness, you create supernatural explanations. These are anxiety reduction strategies. They're not so different from the ways modern people manage uncertainty. But here's what's probably most telling. We know ancient humans experienced trauma. They experienced loss. They experienced genuine threats every single day. And when humans face constant legitimate stress, the result isn't spiritual enlightenment or unshakable resilience. The result is anxiety, elevated baseline anxiety, hypervigilance, the inability to relax because your environment is genuinely dangerous. The difference between ancient anxiety and modern anxiety might not be the existence of the feeling at all. The difference might be the source. Ancient humans probably had less abstract anxiety, less worrying about what strangers think of them on social media, but they probably had more existential anxiety, more uncertainty, more situations where their survival genuinely depended on unpredictable factors they couldn't control. We treat anxiety like it's a sign of weakness, a symptom of our soft modern lives. But anxiety isn't the problem. Anxiety is the feature. It's the system that kept your ancestors alive. The question isn't whether anxiety existed in ancient times. The question is whether we're handling it any better now.